It's a quiet morning and a peaceful beach in Phuket. And with some coffee to go along with it, what else could be better? Hi, I'm Tuah, and I'm a local from Thailand, splitting my time between the lively city of Bangkok and the peaceful shores of Phuket. Although I'm originally from the central region of Thailand, I've always been drawn to Phuket because, alhamdulillah, I'm fortunate to help manage this peaceful beachfront accommodation located in the southern area of Phuket. And along the way, over the years of my management, I have the opportunity to explore various corners of Phuket, one of the world's most sought after destinations. And through a local's perspective, I've gained several insights that I'm excited to share with those who are visiting or are planning to visit this beautiful island. However, as much as I do want to share with you, as a beginner in making videos, I sometimes fall into the trap of overthinking what type of content would be most useful. And ironically, the more I brainstorm, the more of a mental roadblock I hit. So I try to solve this by focusing on the ideas that come from my own experience. And when I think about it, Phuket is actually quite famous for its amazing roti shops. So why not share a few of my favorites? First, let me take you to this place called Roti Sala Daeng. This is the place that's closest to where we live. So let's go check it out together. I don't know if you recognize it, but this hidden gem over here is called the Roti Sala Daeng shop. But for the fact that it doesn't have a shop sign to indicate its shop name, if you come here for the first time, it's gonna be pretty easy that you'll miss out on the shop. So a way to recognize the shop is that if you come here from town and you're going to Cape Hanwha, the road that goes to Cape Hanwha is called the Sakdidate Road. And along this main road is where you'll find this Roti Sala Daeng shop. So whenever I come here, I would usually order the iconic 2-1 roti set, which includes 2 rotis, 1 egg, and a bowl of curry. But if you feel that that may be too heavy for you to have during the morning, you could also opt to have the 1-1 instead of the 2-1, where they'll give you 1 roti instead of 2 rotis. And this dish, this 2-1 dish, is a staple in Phuket, where if you go to any roti shop in Phuket, you'll find that they have this dish available for you as an option, just for how popular it is. But the difference is that each roti shop will have their differences and their own twist in how they make their rotis and how they make their eggs. ทำที่นี่มากี่ปีแล้วครับ
อ๋อ20 ปีครับ
20 ปีครับ
ครับ
โอ้ก็คือบางเป็นคนทำคนเดียวเลยตลอดมาโอ้แล้วบางเวลาเตรียมนี่คือเตรียมตั้งแต่เช้าหรือว่า
เวลาออกร้านนี่ก็ตั้งแต่ตีสี่มันถึงของแต่ว่าอุปกรณ์ของพวกเครื่องพวกนี้ทำกลางคืน
โอ้แล้วบางเรียนกับใครครับเนี่ยการทำโรตีหรือว่าทำเรียนเองตอน
ที่บ้านนะที่
บ้านสอนมา
ที่บ้านเขา
สอนต่อกันมา
พ่อเป็นคนปากีสถาน
พ่อบางเป็นคนปากีสถานก็เลยสอนวิธีการทำโรตี
ผมไม่ได้สอนหรอกแต่ว่าเราดูอะไรครูฟังประจำใช่ไหมดูแม่ทำมั่งอะไรมั่งแล้วก็มาอ่าน
And the roti here is made by this gentleman who I was talking to earlier. He's been making the rotis at this shop for almost 2 decades. So ever since the shop was open, he's been the sole maker of the rotis here. That in of itself speaks for how great the rotis here are. They have a really nice, soft and fluffy texture to it, as well as it's not too salty, and yet it's got this slight butteriness to it. What's really worth mentioning about this shop is that aside from the rotis that they serve here, they also have these really nice, high-quality a la carte menus, including fish congee, chicken congee, shrimp congee. And one of my favorites is the red beef stew with rice, and the iconic Chao yum, which is a colorfully herb-filled rice dish that's as nutritious as it is delicious. วิธีการที่พี่กุ้งทำให้อาหารสดนี่คือพี่
พี่ซื้อของนี่วันต่อวันเลย
วันต่อวันเลย
พี่จะไม่ซื้อของเก็บไว้
อ๋อมันถึงได้สดนะพี่
ใช่ค่ะใช่
แล้วพี่กุ้งว่าที่เนี่ยมันทำไมถึงแบบผมสังเกตก็คือทุกเช้าก็จะมีคนมากินที่นี่กันเย
หลา
อะ
กห
มาก
ลายทั้งไทยพุทธทั้งมุสลิม
ไทยพุทธมุสลิมมากันเยอะมาก
มากันเยอะแล้วบางทีก็พวกพนักงานที่ทำงานโรงแรมอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
ที่ว่าเอกลักษณ์ของร้านคืออะไรพี่ที่ทำให้คนเขาชอบมากิน
ก็อาหารสดแล้วก็ไม่แพงรสชาติก็โอเคทานได้
โอเคพี่แล้วร้านนี้นี่พี่มีชื่อร้านไหมพี่ที่นี่
ส่วนมากเขาจะเรียกกันว่าโรตีสาลาแดง
So if you ever come to Phuket and if you happen to be in the Panwa area, I would highly recommend for you to visit this Roti Sala Daeng shop. The experience that you'll get is that it's not just that you'll have a meal here. You'll get a very authentic cultural experience. So why don't we go have a look at my second favorite roti shop. Now this place, I would say, is far from being a hidden gem. In fact, it's so well known that many tourists, especially Thai tourists, will insist that a trip to Phuket could be considered as incomplete without visiting this iconic breakfast spot. This place is called Roti Taew Nam, and as its name indicates, it's located along this main road called Chao Road, which conveniently connects to several key areas in Phuket town. Now I absolutely love coming to this place. Even before I'm having my breakfast and I'm waiting for my menu to arrive, simply sitting here and soaking in the atmosphere already feels like it's recharging my energy. I mean, the staff here, they're so attentive and they're so energetic in attending to their customers. In fact, after chatting with the manager here, I'm told that most of their staff are actually the relatives, where they're the nieces and nephews of the owner. And they're the younger generations who come out to help at this restaurant that's well known to the locals as well as to the tourists from across the globe. Apart from the friendly service that they have here, Roti Taew Nam has been serving up their famous dishes for generations. And it's clear that they mastered their skills and crafts in making their rotis here. The rotis here, not only are they crispy and they've got that aroma coming from the cast iron pan that they fry their rotis in, but it's also got this unique chewiness to its texture that's consistent throughout each and every bite. I'm not lying. You could basically have this roti with anything. You could have it with a hot tea, you could have it with a curry, or you can even eat it purely without any condiments, and it will still taste great. So for the 2-1 dish that they have here, they have a variety for you to choose from between the chicken, fish, and lamb curry. But for me, preferably, I would tend to order the chicken curry, where it's more lenient towards a massaman taste curry, and it's got that sweeter and more sour taste to its profile. The great thing about this place is that the variety of the options, such as the fish and lamb curry, those are the curries that are not sweet at all. So you get to have a choice for the preference that you want in your taste in the curries.ความแบบเนยมันกำลังพอดีความเค็มกำลังพอดี
ใช่มันพอดีมันเข้ากันหมดกับแกง
ผมบอกว่ากินกับอะไรก็ได้กินกับชาก็ได้กินกับแกงก็ได้ หรือว่าจะกินเปล่าๆก็ได้
ได้กินเปล่าๆ
กินกับเปล่าก็ยังอร่อยเลย
ผมเนี่ย
ใช่ครับ
ทำเป็น
ใช่ไหมก็คือการที่บางต้องมาเรียนรู้เนี่ยมันใช้เวลานานไหมบาง
ตอนเรียนรู้มานานไหมว่าไม่นานนะเราก็ต้องตัดใจ
ไม่นาน
พวกเด็กต่างชาติพวกนี้ขนาดมันดูไม่กี่ครั้งมันยังทำได้เลยตอน
วันหนึ่งนี่คือเวลาอย่างโรตีนี่คือต้องเตรียมหลายก้อนมากไหมบางเพราะว่าแบบลูกค้าเยอะมากขนาดนั้น
ดูน่าจะหลายคนอยู่แล้ว
เป็น
แต่ว่าหลายร้อยลูกแล้ว
เป็นร้อยลูกต่อวันใช่ไหมบาง
ต้องติดตาการในแบบนี้
อ๋อ
หลักพันลูกอะไรแบบนั้น
อ๋อร้านที่นี่เปิดกี่ปีแล้วครับบาง
ผมตามเป็นวันนั้นเป็นบอกว่า36 ปีแล้วนะเริ่มต้นเห็นว่าพระเขามานั้นสมัยก่อนเขามาจากจังหวัดตรังนะ
มาจากจังหวัดตรังใช่ไหมครับ
มาจังหวัดตรังแล้วเขาก็มาโดยไม่มีอะไรเลยเห็นว่า
ครับอ๋อ
ก็มาตั้งมาหารถเข็นอะไรขายที่เนี่ยที่
เป็นเริ่มจากรถเข็นใช่ไหมครับครับ
ก็บ้านเดี๋ยวตอนนี้ก็เกี่ยวกับทำโรตีทำอะไรก็เป็นแฟนผมนะคนที่ทอดโรตีอยู่นะ
อ๋อที่ทอดอยู่ใช่ไหม
แป้งทำน้ำ
เป็นคนหลักเลยทุกครั้งที่มาก็เจอเขา
ใช่แล้วทอดเองด้วย
ชำนาญสุดแล้ว
ทอดเขาคนมากินเนี่ยเขาบอกว่าจะเหมือนเดิมยังไงมิชลินมาอีกได้ไหมที่มิชลินปี 2005 มาเลยล่ะ
เหรอครับอ๋อ
2003 2004 2005
เดี๋ยวจะมีมาอีกใช่ไหมครับ If you come to Roti Taew, it will be very hard for you not to recognize the fried chicken stand in front of the shop. I'll tell you, even though it's a roti shop, the fried chicken here is amazing. This crispy part, when I ordered fried chicken, it goes along with the chicken really well. And she would also give fried onions as well as the chicken sauce, the sauce to go along with the chicken. ครับขอบคุณมากนะครับ The smell of it is very delicious. So, even though I've ordered quite a lot of food here, it's still very hard for me not to miss out in ordering the fried chicken as well. The person who's frying the chicken, who's a lady over here, she's been the sole fryer of the chicken for 15 years. The accumulation of her skills is what makes me not wonder why every time I have the fried chicken here, it's always crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, and full of flavor throughout the whole of the chicken. So if you're looking for a top-notch restaurant with very high expertise in making rotis, then Roti Taew is one of the places that you absolutely must try out. But don't go anywhere just yet. I've got one more breakfast spot that you really can't miss out. This is a place where their dedication to perfecting the taste of every item on their menu has truly paid off, having them earn the Michelin Bib Gourmand Award for several consecutive years. Right now, I'm standing in front of Roti Taew Nam, which is a renowned restaurant right in the heart of Old Town Phuket, one of the city's most popular sightseeing spots. Now, I briefly mentioned to you about this place in one of my videos about the top 5 places for you to visit in Phuket. But today, I want to dive a little bit deeper and share to you as to why this place is one of my personal favorite roti shops. เปิดมากี่ปีแล้วพี่70 กว่าปีแล้วฮะ70 กว่าปีเลยฮะแต่รุ่นพ่อเลยอ่ะส่วนมากที่นี่เขาสั่งอะไรกันพี่ตัวเนี้ย21ใช่ไหมโอเค21 22แล้วก็ชอบกินไข่ก็22เอาเป็น21ครับแกงอะไรคะ21แกงไก่1แล้วก็21อีกอันนึงเป็นเนื้อ One thing to note about this place is that it's a pretty small shop, but it's very popular and it tends to fill up pretty quickly. So oftentimes you have to wait in line before you get a table. And it's not that you have to wait that long, where it takes you only around 5 to 10 minutes before you get a table. But if you come here, not as a larger group of say around 4 to 5 persons, there's a good chance that you'll end up sharing the table with other diners for your breakfast. But that is part of the charm here, because it's a common practice for you to share tables with others here. And oftentimes, it can actually lead to really enjoyable conversations with the person next to you on the table. It's two roti, egg, and curry. Yeah. This one, masaman is sweet. This one is sweet. This one not sweet. Yeah. You're from where are you from? China. Okay. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty, or the heart of what makes this place, the food of this place, so special for me. You see, Roti Taew Nam is not just another roti shop. It's actually a Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant, which is impressive in itself. But the reason that they deservedly earned this award, in my opinion, is because of the standout feature that they use in their cooking method. They use a charcoal stove to cook their rotis. And for that reason, the charcoal stove provides their rotis with this unique flavor that's hard to find elsewhere. And in terms of the texture of the roti here that comes from that charcoal stove, it's not too crispy, but it's crispy at just the right amount. And that crispiness, it blends with the softness of the curry in a very seamless manner. The highlight of the taste of that roti comes from that irresistible hint of charcoal scent that's both aromatic and nostalgic. And then this scent that I'm smelling here at this restaurant, it reminds me of my childhood of living in Pakistan, where most of their restaurants there use charcoal stoves to cook their chapatis. And whenever I walk past a market in Pakistan or enter into a restaurant, it's always appetizing and it gets me hungry because of just because of that aroma that spreads throughout. But here in Thailand, especially nowadays, it's become quite a rarity for you to be able to find places that use charcoal stove to cook their food, simply because of the extra efforts that's involved. However, at Roti Taew Nam, the passion that they have behind their cooking is just unbeatable, and it's so evident here. The use of their charcoal stove enhances the entire dining experience. This video is brought to you by Davina Beach Homes. If you're looking for a peaceful, budget-friendly beachside retreat, then Davina Beach Homes is extremely a reasonable choice. Located on Khao Khan Mountain near the Panwa area, with a private beach just steps away from your room, it's an ideal spot for travelers who are seeking relaxation without the hustle and bustle of busy crowds. And whether you're on a family trip or you just need some focused time for your workation, then their spacious rooms, complete with kitchens and even dipping pools on the balcony, offers the perfect setup for you. So if you are interested in booking a room here for a special rate, feel free to inbox to our Facebook page called Davina Beach Homes, or you can contact us via the links indicated down below. What if I'm not a morning person and I'm still craving for some of that roti during the evenings? Well, I've got two more recommendations for you.
The first is Roti Ong. Roti Ong is a cozy spot, ideal for gathering with friends or family. Their naan is cooked in a charcoal-fired clay pot for a smoky flavor, but their rotis are made in a traditional cast iron pan, so you won't get the same charcoal taste with the rotis. Now their signature charcoal naan comes with a dal and a vegetable curry.
Some dal curry, and some vegetable curry. A vegetable curry as a variety.
But I'll be
What you can
honest,
have with that.
the curries here aren't my personal favorite because they're just too sweet for my taste. But that's just me. Food is subjective, and there's definitely a crowd that loves this kind of flavor profile. I also tried their other signature dish, which is called the snake roti, shaped like a snake, and it's fun, and the roti texture is solid. But if you want something less rich, I would say skip the anaconda version, which is loaded with butter, and go for the normal snake roti instead. Now, what sets Roti Ong apart is its variety. With a massive menu, including everything from rich meals to tempting desserts, it's a great stop, especially as it's right across from that lively Naka night market, which draws massive amounts of tourists on the weekends. The second evening spot is a street food cart in Cape Panwa, a popular area for tourists. This offers an answer for those looking for a more scenic option where you can enjoy a sea view and cool breeze. It's a vibrant neighborhood with a mix of quality restaurants and bustling walking street offering budget local foods, all complemented by refreshing breezes and stunning views of Cape Panwa. This roti stall, located along the walking street, is a favorite with tourists. Run by siblings who've been selling rotis for over a decade, I've seen the roti maker helping his father here since he was a child. While their banana pancakes are good, the standout is the gigantic crispy roti, crispy and perfectly paired with condensed milk. To elevate the experience, try it with a high-quality ice cream from Cafe Cantery across the street. This combination is just unforgettable and makes for a fantastic dessert, which I highly recommend.
If any of you have ever tried these roti spots that I've mentioned, then I would love to hear from your opinions as to what your experiences were like in the comments below. Anyways, if this video was in any way helpful or enjoyable for you, I would kindly ask you to press like and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, may peace be upon you.